The final weekend of the regular season is upon us this afternoon as the setters of Pace University look to spoil the momentum for the Panthers of Adelphi University in their pursuit for the number one seed in the NE10 Southwest Division. Great to be along with you today for a doubleheader here from William J. Bonomo Memorial Field. I'm Joey Jarzinka alongside my producers Sean Dugan and Noah Bratmirov. Adelphi has taken 6 of their last 8 contests dating back to April 24th against the College of St. Rose team. The Panthers and interim head coach Bill Ianciello are sending out their ace and senior righty Josh Rovner. For Pace, they're only 3 games back of first Pace Lemoyne. Head coach Hank Manning in his 21st season will be summoning sophomore righty Christian Etch, coming in with 3 wins in his last 3 appearances. A crucial doubleheader for both programs coming your way next. Lineups and first pitch come your way next when we return on NE10Now.tv. Back here on any10now.tv, Pace and Adelphi, a crucial doubleheader here this afternoon, and really a crucial weekend here for both Adelphi and Pace as they look to climb the ladder in the NE10 Southwest Division. Adelphi is only a few wins away from being able to overcome the Lemoyne Dolphins for the #1 overall seed in the Southwest Division. Let's get to the starting lineups first for the visiting Pace University setters. Matt Bass will lead off in center field. The left fielder, Harrison Treble, will be batting second. The right fielder batting third, Matt Almonte, batting third. Number 37, Miles Kelly, will be batting cleanup, playing first base. The designated hitter, Mitchell McCabe, batting fifth. Batting sixth is the catcher, Andrew Prim. Dean DePreta will be at third base, batting seventh. Johnny Garantano will be batting eighth at shortstop, and Andrew Oakland will be batting ninth at second base. And the pitcher is Christian Eck. But first, it is Josh Rovner on the hill. Here he goes, and we are underway here on the final weekend of the regular season from William J. Bonomo Memorial Field. First pitch is up high from Rovner. That ball is sent into right center field. Into the gap is both Johnson and Feliz. Johnson will field that one. And it will be a leadoff double for the center fielder, Matt Bass. That's going to bring up the left fielder, Harrison Treble. With the base runner in scoring position to start things off. Harrison Treble comes in with a .384 on-base percentage, .291 batting average on the season through 25 total games. 18 of those have been in conference. Pace comes in 14-11, 9-9 in Southwest Division play. Count 0-1 for Rovner. In the dirt, Jack Ryan doing the catching duties, making sure that that ball does not get past him. Swing and a miss there from Treble. Defensive alignment for Adelphi from left to right, Olson, Johnson, Feliz. And then the infield from third to first, Alifano, Becker, Cipri, Draskin. On the hill is Rovner, and doing the catching is Ryan. The DH is Jose Matos. That ball is off the glove of Rovner, and that will move up Bass from second, and it will be an infield hit for Treble. Two runners on the corners with no out. And this is definitely not the way that interim head coach Bill Ianciello and Adelphi had scripted things out for this start. That brings up the right fielder, Matt Almonte. The New Rochelle native. In his last game, 2 for 3 with an RBI. A strikeout hit by pitch. Has an average of .398 on the season. Ball sent foul. In his last game against New Haven, most recently, he did hit a home run. He did have 3 hits against Lemoyne back on the 24th, which matches a season high. We'll see if Pace can open the game up wide here. The 2-1. Called strike 2. Matt Almonte thinks it's a little high. Home plate umpire Rich Maggio. Jeremy Binks at first. William Ambrosini, Bill Ambrosini at third. Outside. Count runs full. Again, runners on the corners. Bass and treble on the path. Runner goes, swing and a miss, so that is a strikeout. But then the runner from first, who was treble, did go, so he'll be credited with a stolen base. And Almonte is down swinging. 1 out. Brings up the first baseman and cleanup hitter Miles Kelly. Again, runners two runners in scoring position. For those that are watching at home, Miles Kelly normally wears 28, but will be wearing 37 here this afternoon. He will be taking the uniform of sophomore pitcher Frankie Roeder. If you do see, that is not Roeder at the plate. Sent foul. Pace only 2.5 games out of Lemoyne. 1.5 from Adelphi. Both in striking distance of the number 1 seed. Pace needs some things to happen in order for that to occur. They need to handle business here, as well as Adelphi, who need to handle business as well. And right now, in the other contest that is so crucial, Southern Connecticut State is beating Lemoyne 5-2 in the bottom of the 6th. So that is definitely another contest to watch. And Any10Now.tv is your home of all Any10 Now or Any10 baseball games and the streams. Count 2-2 on Kelly. In the dirt, count runs full of 3-2. Last time we saw this, just a couple of batters ago. Or rather, last batter with Matt Almonte. Rovner was able to get Almonte swinging. The payoff from the senior righty. Sent foul. Kelly asking home plate umpire Maggio if that was a ball. Trying to plead with him. Seeing what that was. The payoff once more. Upstairs, and Kelly works a walk. The bases are now loaded. Designated hitter Mitchell McCabe in a grand spot. Right now as he chops one to the shortstop Becker. He scoops. He throws to first and gets McCabe, but the runner from third, being Bass, will score. And Pace with a 1-0 lead, but with 2 out. It's going to bring up the catcher, Andrew Prim, who is both a pitcher and a hitter. Or rather, that is his brother, Brian. Count 1-1. In the last game he played in, he hit a sacrifice fly, comes in with a .413 batting average. We expect the probable starter for Adelphi in Game 2, which, by the way, is a 7-inning contest, to be Nicholas Luke, as those two are the go-to for Adelphi. No pun intended. Here's the 2-1 from Rovner. That ball is sent up the middle and off the glove of Becker into center field for a base hit. Rounding third is Treble, and from second comes Miles Kelly, and it is an RBI single into center field for Andrew Prim. And Pace with a 3-0 lead here in the top of the first. We'll see what head coach, or interim head coach, Bill Ianciello does there, as that one is sent into center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. And Rovner struggling early, as Dean DePretta, the third baseman, hits one into center. That's going to bring up the shortstop, Johnny Garantano. 3 runs on 4 hits so far for Pace off of Rovner. Ball upstairs. And again, we spoke about in the open about how crucial for both teams this game is. Adelphi coming in here with, or winning 6 of their last 8. Runner goes, and it looks as if that Jack Ryan got the throw off to first, and Draskin and Dean DePretta was caught sleeping. So out of trouble goes Rovner, thanks in large part to Dean DePretta and his fatigue at first base. So Garantano will get another chance at the plate, but after 1 full inning of work, 3 runs, 4 hits, no errors, 2 runners left on base. Let's go to the bottom of the first with Pace leading 3-0. Alifano, Feliz, Olsen due up when we return on Any10Now.tv from William J. Bonomo Memorial Field. Back here from Adelphi University, Pace with a big 3-run top of the first inning here from Garden City. Not what Adelphi wanted again, as they have come in hot, winning 6 of their last 8 contests in their pursuit for a home field advantage spot here in the Southwest Divisional Playoff round beginning next week. On the mound for Pace is Christian Eck. We'll get a few of his statistics shortly, but a Adelphi starting lineup is coming to you right here, as Matt Alifano will lead things off at third, and right field batting second, Tim Feliz. The left fielder batting third, Kyle Olson. Doing the catching, batting fourth, is Jack Ryan. Michael Draskin at first, batting fifth. Jose Matos, the designated hitter. Tyler Becker batting seventh, the shortstop. Cooper Johnson in center field, batting eighth, and Anthony Cipri, the second baseman, will be batting ninth, rounding out the order for interim head coach Bill Ianciello. For Christian Eck, he has won his previous 3 starts and 4 out of 5 starts. He is 5-0 on the season. And in his last 3 contests, he has a combined 22 strikeouts. And he's only given up 4 doubles, and that really may not sound great, but 13 hits in those 3 games. So definitely a fantastic few games down the stretch for Eck, as Alifano goes down on strike swinging. That's going to bring up Tim Feliz, as just last week he was named NE10 Player of the Week, and for good reason. When we were last with you on the air, back against College of St. Rose, when Feliz was able to hit a couple of triples and had a big RBI triple and also scored the game's winning run. In the second game on the 24th. That one is grounded directly to Garantano, and Feliz beats it out. That one should be an infield hit. And that is exactly what our official scorer, Ian Schreier, will be scoring this one. That brings up the left fielder, Kyle Olson. And for those that do remember, Kyle Olson actually on the 24th, a couple of milestones were made here for the baseball program. First off, fans were allowed back into the building. And also Kyle Olson concluded a 5-week stint on the shelf with a hand injury that he suffered actually against this very team. Count 1-1. Runner goes. The swing is foul back. Kyle Olson comes in with a .353 on-base percentage, and for those that have seen Adelphi in their last 6 of 8, as we've continuously said that they've won those 6, every single batter in the starting lineup, even some of the reserves, all their numbers have gone up. In every regard, Kyle Olson swings and misses, but Tim Feliz is able to steal second. And Olson not too happy with himself there. As we did say, Feliz did steal second, so now a runner is in scoring position for the Panthers. That will bring up Jack Ryan. .26 hits on the season, 17 RBI. Jack Ryan, not too happy with that call as he looks at his head coach, Bill Ianciello, Down at third. Feliz with a big lead from second. That one opposite field fly ball into right. That's Almonte coming on for the grab. And he grabs that one to conclude the bottom of the first inning. So no runs, one hit, no errors, and one runner left on base being Tim Feliz. Let's go to the top of the second with the 8-9-1 hitters, Garantano, Oakland, Bass due up when we return on any10now.tv. Pace is ahead 3-0 here from Garden City. Located just minutes from Adelphi University's Garden City campus, Luigi's Pizzeria of Mineola is an official sponsor of Adelphi Athletics. Enjoy pasta favorites, healthy eats, or a large pie with your family by calling or ordering directly online. Adelphi community members can enjoy 15% off their bill just by showing their Adelphi ID. Luigi's Pizzeria, quality you can taste. 3-4-0 for Pace, 0-1-0 for Adelphi. Rovner back on the hill, and that will bring up Johnny Garantano, the shortstop. Comes in with a .233 batting average, 9 RBI on the season. In his last pair of games, or in the doubleheader on day 2 against University of New Haven. Did not start, but made a pinch hit appearance in the first game on the second. 1 for 3 with an RBI and a caught stealing and a strikeout. Count 1-1. Chopper down the third base line, but foul. Grabbed there by 21st year man head coach Hank Manning. That one is sent over, or just about to be over the glove of Tyler Becker, but he leaps and grabs that one for the team's first out. That brings up the second baseman, Andrew Oakland. A great job there defensively from the shortstop, Tyler Becker, who leaped and grabbed that one and took away an extra base hit. Popped up there. There's Draskin in foul territory just in front of his dugout. And good for out number 2. With 2 out, brings up the leadoff man in Matt Bass. He led the game off with a double into center, into right center. And he also scored a run on the Andrew Prim single into center. Swing and a miss from Bass. Sent directly to Becker. He fields. And the catch from Draskin is nice and easy, as Rovner has one little rough patch in the top of the first, and he puts through a 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We go to the bottom of the second. The aforementioned Draskin, Matos, Becker when we return on any10now.tv. Pace still ahead, 3-0. 5, 6, 7 hitters for Adelphi, Draskin, Matos, Becker. Here against Christian Eck. First pitch from Eck is outside. Draskin has done a fantastic job in being able to extend his at-bats and work walks. In the previous 10 games or so. And being able to work the count, as it shows right here, count 2-1. And the reason why we bring that up is because of the on-base percentage, again, .310. And went from the high 180 average mark to about 220. Has hit a pair of home runs in that stretch, as well as scoring 6 runs and tallying 13 RBIs. Ahead in the count, 3-1. High pop-up into shallow center field. Trying to come on that one is the left fielder, Treble. Wow, he comes all the way from deep left field and calls off his center fielder, Bass, the shortstop, Garantano, and the second baseman, Oakland. My goodness, that one was a sightline for trouble if Treble did not get there in time. But with 1 out, that will bring up the designated hitter, Jose Matos. Ball outside. Count 1-1. Huge swing and a miss there from Matos. Matos earlier in the season, St. Thomas Aquinas added 2 RBI in a non-conference contest. Inside for Eck, 2-2. That one sent opposite field directly to the second baseman. Oakland, throw to Kelly is in time. And 2 out. So let's give you the defensive alignment for Pace, as we did not do that earlier. From left to right, Treble, Bass, Almonte. From third to first, DePreta, Garantano, Oakland, Kelly. Eck on the mound, Prim. And that is Andrew Prim behind the plate. That will bring up the shortstop, Tyler Becker. Comes in with 4 home runs. And in that last 8-game span, he has hit two deep balls. Has 4 on the season. And against Southern Connecticut State, we remember the 2 home runs that he hit in another crucial 1911 high-scoring victory. Sky-high pop-up. The wind pushing it back. Garantano looks like he loses it, but again, the left fielder in Treble comes up high. for Pace. Great job there defensively in the last 2 at-bats for Treble. And grabbing his hat as the inning is complete. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. Rovner and the Panthers back on defense when we return on any10now.tv. Two, three, four hitters to lead off the top of the third for the setters, Treble, Almonte, Kelly. And we brought up how Treble has been crucial defensively when his center fielder Bass and shortstop Garantano were unable to see the ball. With the win, Garantano in the last at-bat against Becker, he completely lost sight of it, and Treble, 2 at-bats, lost his hat. Rovner pitch in the dirt, bounces just in front of the plate. Almonte trots in front of us to grab the baseball. Another pop into foul territory. Alfano there. He grabs that just along the left field line. So 1 out. Matt Almonte, the right fielder. In his first time up, struck out swinging in the lone strikeout for Rovner in this contest thus far. That one is sent into center field. That's going to fall in for a base hit just in front of Cooper Johnson. Almonte with the first base runner in this top of the third. And for those that are wondering about the other game that really affects both programs, Southern Connecticut State right now, 5, Lemoyne 3 in the top of the 8th inning with no out. And with Southern Connecticut State right now completely unable to obtain that 1 spot, they are 5-7 in the NE10, but looking to spoil Lemoyne. But Adelphi also needs to get their work done here as well, with University of New Haven, Pace, Adelphi, and Lemoyne, as well as American, all vying for that top spot. That one is sent directly to Cooper Johnson. Johnson tries to throw to first to Draskin to try and get Almonte running back to first. But Cooper Johnson, again, really great job there out by the warning track, just by the 390 sign in deep center field. But now 2 out. It's going to bring up the designated hitter, Mitchell McCabe, who had a bases-loaded situation in the last half inning. That ball is popped sky high. That is Cipri at second. He jogs over in the infield and grabs that baseball. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 runner left on base being Almonte. We head to the bottom of the third. Johnson, Cipri, Alfano, 8-9-1 when we return on any10now.tv. Pace still ahead, 3-0. So aside from the big top of the first for Pace, it has been pretty even since then, where Pace has only gotten one hit off of Rovner. And in the first 2 full innings of work for Adelphi, Eck has only allowed 1 hit in total. So we'll see what Adelphi has in store to try and get those 3 runs back in their pockets. It brings up Cooper Johnson. Cooper Johnson, back in April, had a spot on the NE10 Weekly Honor Roll, which is a pretty good award here in the NE10 Conference that recognizes the job well done from some of the student athletes. We did say earlier, or if we did not say it earlier, we'll say it now, but right fielder Tim Feliz was named Player of the Week in this week's recognition from the Northeast 10 Conference. The 0-1 from Eck, fouled back just above our heads. Cooper behind in the count, 0-2. Swung on and missed. Down on strikes goes Cooper Johnson. Now Anthony Cipri is due up. Right now, Cipri right now is in the midst of an 8-game hitting streak, as he sends that ground ball directly to Garantano. But we did say to keep an eye on that Anthony Cipri is in the midst of an 8-game hitting streak, so he is looking to continue that, obviously, heading into the final set this afternoon and tomorrow here. Brings up the third baseman, Matt Alifano. First pitch from Eck in the at-bat is a ball. Alifano leading the team with a .388 batting average. And another one, Alifano, really, this is a 5-game hitting streak for him, dating back to the 28th against St. Rose. And in his last 5 contests, he's hit a total of 4 home runs and has had 7 RBI in that span. So we'll see if he can extend that hitting streak as well. That one is sent opposite field, right field. Back goes Almonte on the warning track. He puts his hand up at the fence to grab out number 1. Or rather, excuse me, the final out of the inning. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Christian Eck. Nice and easy. 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. No one left on base. Let's go to the top of the 4th inning. Prim, DePreta, Garantano when we return on NE10Now.tv. Pace 3-0. 3-5-0, 0-1-0 for Adelphi. Pace, as we did say, 3-5-0. Rovner back on the hill. Right now sporting a 41 pitch count. That one is sent on the ground to Becker. Draskin with the grab. 1 pitch, 1 out. The third baseman, Dean DePretta, who ended off the first inning with a long lead at first base. But he did have a single into center field in that first. Now he gets another chance to redeem himself on the base path if he were to get on. Behind in the count is Rovner, 2-0 against DePretta. Called strike. Missing one of their regulars is Pace. In the infield is senior Greg Suprakos. And an undisclosed reason for him to miss this contest. As Andrew Oakland takes his spot. Count runs full at 3-2. With 1 out, the payoff from Rovner. Looked like that might have nicked DePretta, but no, it looks as if that it is a walk regardless. So Garantano, who lined directly to Becker to lead things off in the second, is 0 for 1 at the dish thus far through 3 1/3. Against New Haven on the 1st of May. 3 RBI was a season high for Garantano. Runner goes. That one is sent directly to Alfano. Low throw, unable to be scooped up there by Draskin. And it looks as if that we are seeing DePretta run around from first. And home plate umpire Rich Maggio on a mini controversial tag there from Ryan. DePretta on the throwing error from Alfano. Again, unable to be scooped up there by Draskin. DePretta from first comes in to score. Garantano at first. He will reach second base on the E5. And Pace now leads 4-0. It brings up Andrew Oakland. That one is sent into left field. That's going to fall into the gap in left center field for a base hit. Rounding second and third is Garantano. And Pace now with a 5-0 lead here in game number 1. That is an RBI single for Andrew Oakland. That run from Garantano is unearned for Rovner, as that throw in Garantano's at-bat was a throwing error from Alfano. And Rovner in some trouble. Leadoff man again, Matt Bass, 0 for 2, or rather 1 for 2. Leadoff double. The 0-1 from Rovner. Pace's 6th run is in scoring position at second base. The 1-1 from Rovner. Just low. Rovner's last contest, he allowed 8 hits. 2 runs, 1 was earned, and had 7 strikeouts in 5 2/3. The last time he has allowed 5 or more was against Lemoyne, the division's leader right now, April 17th, when he had 2 1/3 innings pitched here, or rather at Lemoyne. And it looks as if that heading to first is Matt Bass. So on the 3-1 count, Bass works the walk and a mound visit. That ball from Treble is sent into center field. Coming on for the catch is Cooper Johnson. Great run and grab there by Johnson. And a big second out for Adelphi. But Pace still with 1 out to work with. That will bring up the right fielder, Matt Almonte. Again, 1 for 2. Hit into a single into center. Last time up, only an inning ago. But with a 5-0 lead, Rovner has ideas of getting out of this one completely with runners on first and second. So that ball is hit very foul. A cloudy afternoon here from Garden City. A little overcast. The 0-1 from Rovner. In the dirt. One and one on the off speed. Rovner's count at 60. The team's best hitter in terms of average. Just shy of a 400 batting average. Matt Almonte and Rovner right now behind in the count, struggling at 3-1 with 2 out. 1 runner in scoring position in Oakland. Bases are loaded. And we would expect some traction in the pen Almonte at first, Bassett second, Oakland at third. We do see some action here down the first base line. In the home team bullpen. The 0-1. Having some issues here with location. Here with 2 out. And it continues here as the count now again behind for Rovner, 2-1 on the first baseman, Miles Kelly. Opposite field, but foul. Rovner, some hit or miss games, comes in with a sub-4 ERA. That one is chopped foul. Did not leave the batter's box on that one, but Miles Kelly keeps his AB alive. Rovner, the 2-2. Foul back into the fence just in front of us. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed. Down on strikes goes Miles Kelly. And Josh Rovner in and out of trouble with 2 runs on 1 hit, 1 error, and 3 runners stranded on base. As we go to the bottom of the 4th inning, 2, 3, 4 hitters, Feliz, Olsen, Ryan due up when we return on any 10. Now.TV, Pace with a 5-0 lead here in game number 1 on the final regular season series of the 2021 abbreviated campaign. Bottom of the 4th from William J. Bonomo Memorial Field, Adelphi trailing Pace 5-0. And if you're just joining us, again, a crucial series for both programs. Pace and Adelphi both chasing the numbers 1 and 2 seeds here, as Tim Feliz will lead things off, the reigning NE10 player of the week. First pitch is a ball. Tim Feliz, 13 for 24 in 6 games, with 24 at-bats, 2 home runs, and 8 RBI, which led Adelphi as that one goes directly off the dirt and in the glove of Miles Kelly for the first out. The left fielder, Kyle Olson, 0 for 1 with a swinging strikeout. We expect the clouds to begin to dissipate within the next hour. Upstairs from Eck. Kyle Olson, the last time against Pace in his last game before suffering that hand injury, went 0 for 5 with 3 strikeouts on March 12th. And actually, in the game that he suffered the hand injury, he did go 0 for 2, but he did have an RBI. So that one was from, or one of the 5 RBIs recorded this season thus far from the junior from Holbrook. The 1-2 from Eck. Foul back. Kyle Olson keeps the at-bat alive. Kyle Olson doing a fantastic job in keeping it alive. Jack Ryan jogging over to help his catching counterpart in Andrew Prim. The 2-2 from Eck. Olson calls timeout. While we do have a quick second here, all of us here at Adelphi University want to send our condolences to Stonehill University and softball's Ken LaGrice, who lost his life in a courageous battle of cancer at the age of 62. We brought that up on the broadcast yesterday at the divisional semifinals at softball. And all of our prayers go out to the LaGrice family and Stonehill University as their head coach loses his life in a battle of cancer at the age of 62. We do hope for the Stonehill family and all of us here at the NE10 conference for peace for Ken LaGrice. Kyle Olson works a walk, and Jack Ryan now due up. That's only the, looks as if that Prim loses control of that one, and grabbing the opportunity is Olson as he steals second on the pass ball. Runner in scoring position is Olson. Jack Ryan in a pristine position to get his program back in this contest. Outside, but home plate umpire Rich Maggio disagrees and calls it a strike. Ball sounded like it hit something along the first base side. Count 1-2. Runner in scoring position. This is the Second Adelphi base runner that has been in scoring position here this afternoon. Tim Feliz in the first inning was the other Panther to be in that position. Off of the wrist of Jack Ryan, and he is in some pain. And you could hear that on the broadcast. And the oohs and the ahs from the stands here. Jack Ryan will make it to first. Hopefully he is okay. Just checking out his hand. It looks as if that he is. That will bring up the first baseman, Michael Draskin. Who flew out to left to lead off the second inning. 2 runners on right now. Draskin with one swing could put this game back in reach. Big hack for Draskin, count 0-1. The 0-1. That one was behind Draskin. The 1-1 from Edge. That one is sent directly to Garantano. He bobbles, he can't get it, and everyone's safe. It looks as if that Garantano may have hurt himself on the grab with a little bit of limping. Maybe that might have hit him in the sweet spot, which it looks as if that it did, but always a good thing for a cup there. As that one will be scored in error on the shortstop. So an E6 for Draskin as he reaches first. And a big spot here with one out. For Jose Matos, the athletic trainer for Pace, jogs out. And it looks as if that Johnny Garantano just pushes him back in and says, nope, I'm good. Let's play ball. Jose Matos comes up here in a clutch situation with one out. With the bases loaded. 6 RBI, 9 hits. On the season, takes ball 1. Tyler Becker on deck. The 1-0. Low and in the dirt for Etch, 2-0. Etch in a little bit of trouble here in the bottom of the 4th. Takes ball 3. And if Matos works a walk, there's no place to put him, which would allow Adelphi to get on the board for the first time in game number 1 of 2 here this afternoon. pace through 4 1/3, or rather 3 1/3, have been in Pace's favor, but Adelphi, as Montos works a walk, and trotting in from third base is Kyle Olson for Adelphi's first run of the afternoon. Assistant coach Pete Raimondi trots out to the bag, but Adelphi now with a 5-1, or trailing 5-1 rather. Ryan at third, Draskin at second. Montos works that walk, and Etch finally getting in some trouble. As again, a big spot for the shortstop Tyler Becker. And again, one swing of the bat would tie this game up at 5. Home plate umpire Rich Maggio letting one of the assistant coaches know that that is a mound visit, and it counts as 1. Goes into the visit tally. As we brought up, that brings up Tyler Becker. Has hit 2 home runs in the last 8 games. Foul ball. And back, count 0-1. And it has gone final in the other contests. Southern Connecticut State has taken down Lemoyne by a score of 6-3. There is one more game in that doubleheader here this afternoon, which should start shortly. Count 1-1. Looked like it might have just nicked the plate from our angle, but home plate umpire Rich Maggio says no. 1-1. And now that puts Adelphi officially 1 game behind. In the standings for the chase for the 1. Or 1.5 games back, rather. Foul ball, opposite field, count 2-2 with 1 out. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed. Down on strikes goes Tyler Becker. A big second out for Pace and Christian Etch. That brings up the center fielder Cooper Johnson. Struck out swinging his last time up. Swinging a foul ball. Count 1-1. Cyprian deck. Bases remain loaded. Outside. The 1-2. That one is blooped into shallow center. That one will fall in for a base hit. Coming in to score is Jack Ryan, as well as Michael Draskin. It is a RBI bloop single into shallow center for Cooper Johnson. And Adelphi cuts the lead to 2, 5-3. And it looks as if that Christian Etch's day is complete. And this game, ladies and gentlemen, is far from over, as senior lefty Thomas Ippolito will be summoned from the bullpen. For 21st-year head coach Hank Manning will give you some statistics on the senior lefty when we return here on Any10Now.tv. Adelphi right back in this game. 5-3 is the score, Pace leading by 2.
Centrally located in Long Island, New York, Hyatt Place Garden City offers convenient access to premier shopping at the Roosevelt Field Mall and entertainment destination, Nassau Veterans Memorial Coliseum. Enjoy modern services such as an on-site bar, indoor pool, and free Wi-Fi, as well as complimentary breakfast each morning. During these unprecedented times, Hyatt Place Garden City is providing less contact, more care. They're bringing flexibility and peace of mind to your stay with contactless solutions that can help put you in complete control of how you connect with them. Hyatt Place Garden City's digital amenities provided through the World of Hyatt app are just a tap away. Discover the best of Garden City at Hyatt Place.
Call to the bullpen for head coach Hank Manning and Pace. He removes Christian Etch and summons lefty, senior lefty, in Thomas Ippolito. This is not the first time that Adelphi has seen the aforementioned Ippolito, as in their first contest on the 13th, Ippolito would get the start and the win in 4 innings of work, 4 strikeouts. In 72 total innings pitched, he comes in with a 1.76 ERA and 30 and a 2/3 innings pitched. And right now, to see if he can clean up the mess from Christian Etch, Anthony Cipri is the man at the dish for Adelphi. Matos at second, Johnson at first. Fastball right down the middle for the lefty. Count 1-1. Randolph, New Jersey native. Has 22 strikeouts on the year, has only allowed 7 total runs, 6 of those were earned. Cipri again in the midst of an 8-game hitting streak, looking for a hit here would be game number 9. Count 2-1. Opposite field, coming on is Treble. He grabs that one in foul ground to end the inning. A great job there from Treble, as well as the relief pitcher Thomas Ippolito, to again clean up the mess from Christian Etch to ensure that no more damage is done. Rovner back out on the hill, but Adelphi with 3 runs on only 1 hit. A great job here, and 1 error, and 2 runners left on base. Let's go to the top of the 5th inning. Pace ahead 5-3 when we return on Any10Now.tv. 5, 6, 7 hitters McCabe, Prim, and DePretta for Pace as they lead 5-3. We head into the top of the fifth here from Bonomo Memorial Field. Alongside my producers, Sean Dugan and Noah Bratmirov, I'm Joey Jarzinka. Cannot thank you all enough for joining us here on this Friday afternoon, the final regular season weekend here in the NE10. And we can't stress this enough, as Lemoyne, the first place team in the Southwest Division, was shocked by Southern Connecticut State by a score of 6-3. Game number 2 will start shortly as that ball is sent into center field. A line drive right into the glove of Cooper Johnson for out number 1. Adelphi and Pace looking to advance in the standings here as Adelphi is down 5-3. They are ranked second in the Southwest Division. That one is sent into left field and will go past Alifano for a base hit into left. That brings up the third baseman, Dean DePretta. 1 for 1, 2 plate appearances, a single, a walk, and a run scored. Dean DePretta back in 2019 was named in NE10 All-Conference third-team selection. He started all 46 games and hit .297 on that respective season. Breaking ball could not come down for Rovner. Remained high, count 1-2. That one is sent into center field. Back goes Johnson with the grab, just in front of the warning track. 2 out. Brings up the shortstop, Johnny Garantano, who was stung with a bouncing baseball in the area that no human wants to be hit. We'll put that way. But he is okay. Completely shook that one off. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Called strike 1. Prim at first. Ground ball right to Becker. He goes to second, and Cipri for the force on the 6-4. Well, not too much to really discuss here at the end of 4.5. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. 1 runner left on base being Andrew Prim. He does get that out, though, so not much. We head to the bottom of the 5th, 5-3. Pace still ahead. Top of the order due up. Alifano, Feliz, Olsen when we return on NE10now.tv. Matt Alifano will lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 5-3 is the score. Pace ahead by 2, 5-7-1 against 3-2-1 Adelphi. And in the last half inning for Adelphi, they really were able to work Christian Etch as he was removed from the game as Thomas Ippolito comes back for inning number 2 of work. The 2-0. Right down the middle. Called strike. As we brought up about Alifano, he is in the midst of a 5-game hitting streak as well. So Cipri in the midst of an 8-game streak. Alifano has gotten 6 hits, or rather 7 hits in his last 5 games. Fly ball into center. Bass completely loses that one. Treble, thankfully, right there. Probably got lost in the sun. And we would call that a hit. And that is most likely what it's going to be as Alifano has hit a double to lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th. But a routine fly ball has turned into a hit. Tim Feliz. And is another one in the midst of a 9-game hitting streak dating back to the 18th at Lemoyne in game number 1 of day 2, if that makes sense for those folks there. On the 18th, game 1 against Lemoyne, he went 0 for 4, but then in game 2, he went 3 for 4 with a home run. That one is sent directly to Miles Kelly. But Feliz in the first inning did extend it to 10 games with that single. And grounded directly out to Kelly. Same exact place as he did in his last time up in the 4th. Brings up the left fielder Kyle Olson. Olson getting nudged on the shoulder blade by Ippolito. The second hit by pitch of the game for Pace, the first of Ippolito's stint on the hill this afternoon. Jack Ryan, the cleanup hitter, who is the other Panther to get in HBP in this contest with 1 out. And Olson on first. That one is sent into the visiting bullpen. Count 0-1. Jack Ryan in his last time up was hit in the wrist. And you could hear that from a few feet away. Obviously, where we are sitting is just right behind the plate, so we get a perfect vantage point, not only of the entire field, but also if a batter does get hit, and if he gets hit hard, we can hear it. As that one is sent into left field, back goes Treble, and he can't grab that one. That one's off the wall. Coming in to score is Alifano, and getting to third is Olson, and Adelphi is right back in the game as they trail 5-4. So Jack Ryan with an RBI double into left will bring up Draskin. And again, this is crucial for both squads this series. If Adelphi wins this contest, they will be 11-7, a half game back of Lemoyne for the number 1 seed in the standings thus far in their pursuit of the tournament's 1 seed. That one is sent into right center field. Thinking about tagging is Ryan, but instead Olsen tags from third and comes in to score. This game is tied up at 5. Draskin with an RBI sac fly into right. Great job there by the first baseman. The freshman first baseman out of Half Hollow Hills West. So now with 2 out, brings up Jose Matos. Jack Ryan at second base. If he can score, that would put Adelphi in front 6-5. Matos swing and a miss up high. Count 0-2. The 0-2 from Ippolito. Home plate umpire Rich Maggio calls time, and Thomas Ippolito, his throw was way off target as he just lobbed that one, but went way high. At bat resumes. The 0-2 inside, right by the knees. And as you can hear, fans are back in the stands of Bonomo Memorial. The 24th of April was the first series that baseball allowed fans back in. Softball allowed fans back in against American on the first weekend of May. The 1-2 in the dirt. 2-2 with 2 out. High pop-up for Matos. The shortstop Garantano, the left fielder Treble, who has been doing a phenomenal job in the outfield, playing all different positions, has come up crucial for pace as Adelphi scores 5 unanswered in the last 2 innings of work. It is tied up 5-5. 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base, being Jack Ryan. Let's go to the top of the 6th. We are square at 5 here, folks. Top of the 6th we come right here from any10now.tv. In the last half inning, Matt Alifano led things off with a double into center. Then Kyle Olson was hit by the pitch. Jack Ryan hit an RBI double into left. Michael Draskin hit a sacrifice fly into right. And that's how we're at 5-5 right now. And pace, as we know, in the top of the first, roughed up Josh Rovner. But the offense for Adelphi has come back. And right now, if they continue their hot hitting, and if Rovner's still in the game, he could be in line for a win. No one would have thought that in the first couple of minutes of the contest. But we'll see if maybe Rovner can bounce back from this. Looks as if maybe that there was some chatter between Rich Maggio, the home plate umpire, maybe the dugout, or possibly the on-deck hitter being Matt Bass. Well, we play on regardless. That's Andrew Oakland, ground ball to Becker. Throw to Draskin. Good for the out. Matt Bass, 1 for 2. 3 plate appearances, a double, a run scored, a walk, and a ground ball to Becker in the second. First pitch from Rovner to Bass is a ball. We're going quick here. Here's the 1-0. Foul back. Did check his swing. He did not go around. Count 2-1. Little ground ball to Draskin, and a great job there fielding that one was Rovner on the 3-1. Don't really hear that too often. With 2 away, that brings up the left fielder Harrison Treble, and we continue to hype up the defensive accolades that he has put on here this afternoon with 3 crucial catches, basically bailing out his infielders and even his center fielder Bass. If it weren't for Treble on a few of those fly balls, this game might be a little more than just a 5-5 ball game. With 2 out, here's the 1-0 from Rovner. 2-0, fastball upstairs. Rovner behind in the count, 3-0 again. And for those that are wondering about the Southern Connecticut State Lemoyne doubleheader, that game has just started. It is the top of the first, so when we do have a scoring update or later on in that ball game, we will give you some updates there. But until then, this 5-5 game here in Garden City is the talk of the town. Popped up behind us, lands in front of Eddie Hall. Count runs full, 3-2 with 2 out. See what Rovner has in store here. The payoff. Upstairs, and Treble works a walk. Almonte, the number 3 hitter, is up, and it looks as if this could do it for Rovner, and it is. Interim head coach Bill Ianciello will he take the ball from him? Let's see. We have not seen anything yet. Both hands are in his pockets. No, he's keeping him in. He has faith in his senior righty. See if he can get out of this. And from what we have seen in the past, where Josh Rovner has had the ability to really rile himself up in a positive way, that could possibly happen here if he gets out of trouble again. He has gained the faith of interim head coach Bill Ianciello. A little low, might have nicked the plate. Home plate umpire Rich Maggio has the best sight line for that, but count 1-0. Rovner working fast. That one is sent into left field. Caught there by Kyle Olson. And Josh Rovner, we told you. We knew it. Josh Rovner has what it takes to get in and out of trouble and to get the opposing team on its heels. This game is just getting started, folks. No runs, no hits, no errors. One runner left on. And Thomas Ippolito may be doing a little making fun of Josh Rovner, but things are getting hot and heavy here. Home plate umpire Rich Maggio, he will not go to break yet. It looks as if that there is maybe a warning sent to the entire dugout. Bill Ianciello has to calm down that whole team. But as we said, it is 5-5. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on NE10now.tv. 5-5 is the score. Things are getting good. Five is the score here from Bonomo Memorial Field on NE10now.tv. Rovner gets in and out of trouble, and a mound visit from interim head coach Bill Ianciello gets Rovner in line right now. If Adelphi were to score, he's in line for a win. Becker, Johnson, Cypri. Ball was foul-tipped into the chest protector of home plate umpire Rich Maggio, but if you're just joining us, 5 unanswered runs for Adelphi. Pace began the contest in the first 3.5 innings of work with a 5-0 lead as Becker sends that one into deep right field. That one is high and it's gone! Tyler Becker with a leadoff home run to start the top of the 6th, or bottom of the 6th, rather. And Adelphi takes the lead 6-5. That ball hitting the sweet spot there by Tyler Becker. And Adelphi has come all the way back from down 5 to now being ahead by 1 here in game number 1. There is a lot of life left in the Panthers. They are right now sitting at 10-7 in conference play, 12-12 overall. Cooper Johnson keeps the at-bat alive. What a swing there from the graduate student shortstop Tyler Becker as he hits home run number 5 on the season. What a turn of events here. In Garden City. We expect Game 2 to start about 25 minutes to a half hour ahead or just after Game 1. As Cooper Johnson takes ball 2 down by the cleats. Ippolito still on the hill. The 2-2. Changeup goes foul. Reaching on that AB to keep the at-bat alive. Or reaching on the pitch, rather. Count is 2-2 with no out. That one is sent into right center field. Coming on to grab that one on the run is Almonte. And a great job there defensively for pace again. As the Setters' 3 leading hitters offensively are also the reason why this contest is so close at 6-5 right now. To continue the hitting streak, hopefully, is Anthony Cipri. He is on an 8-game hitting streak, but so far 0 for 2 in this contest. With 1 out. Cipri looking, as one of the members of the family did say here, looking to stay hot. That is the perfect way to put it. That one is sent into left field. Line directly to treble. Out number 2. It brings up the team's leading hitter in average, Matt Alfano. Following Becker's home run, he is now tied both Tim Feliz and Matt Alfano as the trio who lead the Panthers in home runs. A combined 15 out of the 3. Cooper Johnson has 4. And then the next one is Jack Ryan with 2. The 2-0. Called strike. The 2-1. In the dirt. 3-1. We expect Pace's bullpen to be working as we speak. That one is sent into center field. On the run with the catch is Matt Bass for the final out. But the difference maker to lead things off here in the bottom of the sixth was shortstop Tyler Becker, who hit a booming shot into right field to give Adelphi a 6-5 lead and has so far put Adelphi ahead with 6 unanswered runs here as we head into the top of the seventh, with Kelly, McCabe, and Prim, 4, 5, 6 hitters due up when we return on Any10Now.tv. Adelphi now with a 6-5 lead.
Over basic fall flavors, loaded steak and potato has arrived. It's the perfect flavor combo of sirloin steak, seasoned potatoes, sour cream, shredded cheese, bacon, and our famous queso. Order at Moe's.com or through our app.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Josh Rovner's day is complete. But with that blast from Tyler Becker, that does put Rovner in line for a win if Adelphi can hold on. But now an unexpected turn of events. We expected the game number 2 starter to be Nicholas Luke, but Nicholas Luke has now come into the contest in relief of Rovner. So interim head coach Bill Ianciello makes a call to the bullpen and summons his number 2 starter in Nicholas Luke to come in relief of Josh Rovner. So the 5'10" Farmingdale native senior out of Farmingdale High School comes in as his last contest, 5 2/3 innings of work, allowed 6 runs, 3 of those were earned, had 8 strikeouts, 11 hits in that contest. It was a no decision. That was a team loss against St. Rose here on the 24th on that Saturday, in that 13-1 rout of the College of St. Rose. He had 7 full innings of work and 5 strikeouts. Well, Miles Kelly takes ball 1. Southern Connecticut State by a score of 6-3. They currently lead 1-0 in game number 2, bottom of the first. Miles Kelly asking home plate umpire Rich Maggio the location of that pitch. Nicholas Luke on the hill, the 2-2. Outside. Count runs full. Top of the 7th inning here from Bonomo Memorial Field. 4, 5, 6 hitters for pace. Luke in relief. That one is sent right past the diving Tyler Becker into left field for a base hit to lead things off here in the top of the 7th. Mitchell McCabe, the designated hitter, 0 for 3. Ground ball to Becker. A pop out to Cypri at second, and a line drive out to Cooper Johnson. That's a called strike. Jack Ryan attempts for the pickoff at first, but getting back in time was Kelly. Count 0-1. The 0-1 from Luke. One and one. Just outside. You hear some oohs and ahs from the Pace dugout as well as ourselves here. Count 2-1. The 2-2 from Luke. Swung on and missed. Down on strikes goes McCabe for out number 1. So how we got to this point is because of Miles Kelly at third. And then Miles Kelly, as we did say, he advanced to third on that throwing error as well. Ground ball to Cypri. He throws to first. That one is in time, but a run does score. And Miles Kelly, and the game is tied up at 6, which very well could be depending on the outcome of Luke's relief appearance in this contest. The 1-2 from Luke. Nope. Says Rich Maggio. 2-2. Runner on third being Prim. In the dirt. Count runs full. With 2 out, Prim will go. Foul back. In the dirt, working a walk is Garantano, his first of the contest. Runners on the corners, 2 out. Andrew Oakland, 1 for 3. Double into center. Pop up to Draskin, his first time up. And a ground ball to Becker in his most recent at-bat. Big spot for Oakland with 2 out. Ball was away. Jack Ryan trying to attempt that pickoff at first with Garantano with a normal size lead there, but back in his position. No, just off the plate. I don't think Luke liked that call. Behind in the count, 2-0. That one is past the diving Alifano, will fall into left field for a base hit. Coming in to score is Andrew Prim. And that is an RBI single for Andrew Oakland, and Pace regains the lead, 7-6. So Garantano at second following the RBI single from Oakland. He had a meeting at the mound with Nicholas Luke. Pace ahead by 1. Matt Bass in the dish. Popped up. Center field. Cooper Johnson is there for the final out. Well, the damage was done, and 2 runs on 3 hits. No errors, 2 runners left on base. Rather, 1 error on the throwing error from Nicholas Luke. Pace ahead 7-6. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Time to stretch here from William J. Bonomo Memorial Field. Pace ahead by 1. We'll be right back on the opposite side of this break on any10now.tv. Bottom of the 7th here from Bonomo Memorial Field, alongside my producers Sean Dugan and Noah Bratmirov. I'm Joey Jarzinka. Cannot thank you all enough for joining us here on this first sunny, then cloudy, now sort of dissipating clouds here on this Friday afternoon. A crucial final weekend regular season series here, Adelphi and Pace. It has gone from a 5-0 lead for Pace to a 6-5 lead for Adelphi, and back to a 7-6 ball game in favor of Pace. One of the better contests that we've called this season, and one of the better games that Adelphi has seen as well. The 0-2 from Ippolito as he returns for his 3rd inning of relief in favor of Christian Etch, the Game 1 starter. This is Game 1 of 2 here on this Friday afternoon. The second game will be a 7-inning ball game and will most likely start about 25 to a half hour after Game 1 is complete. Tim Feliz, Kyle Olson, Jack Ryan, the heart of the order, 2, 3, 4. In the bottom of the 7th. And we'll see. That one is ground ball directly to Miles Kelly, and Tim Feliz beats out the runner in Miles Kelly. A great job there, and Kelly has a couple of words for Jeremy Binks, the first base umpire, but he heads back into his spot defensively. Tim Feliz opens up the bottom of the 7th with an infield base hit. Great job in beating the first baseman Kelly. Brings up Kyle Olson. About to signal bunt and pulls back. Called strike. Checks the runner at first. So Kyle Olson with an 0-2 count following the bunt. Or the bunt attempt. Ippolito, the 0-2. Up high. And we do have to say that it is very nice to hear the parents, the fans in the stands. It has been a long year since we've seen them. And this is the second series back with fans in the stands, slowly beginning to give way to the fans from the cardboard cutouts that will hopefully one day become a distant memory. Adelphi playing its final regular season series here at home against Pace. And you can hear the fans here on the first base side cheering on Kyle Olson. The 2-2. Swung on and missed. Down on strikes goes Kyle Olson. So he was able to work the count there, but then reaches on that curve. It's out number one of the bottom of the seventh, brings up the catcher Jack Ryan, who had an RBI double in the bottom of the fifth into left field. Ippolito checks the runner at first, being Feliz. That one is hit into center field past the diving Oakland for a base hit. Runners on first and second with one out. It brings up the first baseman, Michael Draskin. Draskin in his last at-bat hit a sacrifice fly into right field. The one that scored Kyle Olson, which tied the ball game up, or rather put the team within one at the time. Ippolito steps off the rubber. And here is the 1-0, Tim Feliz. At second base, that one is popped up high. Treble on the run. Can he get there? He cannot, and that one is off of the glove. Treble will throw that one to the cutoff man, to the third baseman in DePreta. But Tim Feliz, who rounds second and then third, comes in to score. And the game is once again tied, this time at 7. So Tim Feliz coming into to score, ties the game up at 7. Matos, sky-high pop-up. We'll see if Treble has what it takes to get redemption, and does. Out number 2, big out. Jack Ryan at third, Draskin at second. And Tyler Becker, last time up, led off the bottom of the 6th with a booming home run into right field. 2 runners in scoring position. Becker takes a fastball down the middle, 0-1 on Ippolito. The 1-1 from Ippolito. Foul tipped into the glove of Andrew Prim. 1-2, 2 out. Tie ball game, 7 apiece. It was once tied at 5. Becker broke that tie with a home run. And then Draskin with that RBI double into left has allowed this Adelphi team to return to a tie at 7-7. Adelphi looking to regain its lead. They had it for a short inning. Can they do it again? High pop-up for Becker. Treble has been doing a fantastic job defensively here in this ball game. Defensively and at the plate. So with 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on being Ryan and Draskin, let's go to the top of the 8th. Treble, Almonte, Kelly due up when we return on any10now.tv. It is a tie ball game, 7-7, here in game number 1 of 2 from Bonomo Memorial Field. Interim head coach Bill Ianciello makes a call to the bullpen, and he summons left-handed pitcher, sophomore out of Nesconset, and Smithtown East High School Michael Storms, who has been the go-to for the Panthers in relief, as his last time out against American on the 2nd. Pitched 2 full innings, allowed 1 hit, a walk, and 2 strikeout. And he comes in sporting a 1.93 ERA. And in the last game, he was credited with a save. He also is tied for 2nd in the NE10 with 3 saves on the season. He did not have a solid contest on the 28th. Which was that postponed April 25th contest against St. Rose in that inclement weather doubleheader that was moved to the 28th. He allowed 2 runs, 2 earned, with 1 strikeout in 1 2/3 inning of work. But he looks to continue off of that solid save opportunity he got on Saturday at American. The 1-1 from Storms. Foul tipped into the glove of Jack Ryan, 1-2. The 1-2. Right down the middle, called strike 3. Down looking goes Harrison Treble. That is the first looking strikeout of the ball game on either side. And that will bring up Matt Almonte with 1 out. At ground ball, past Alfano and Becker into left field for a base hit. Almonte gets on base to put Pace's first base runner of the top of the 8th on board. Miles Kelly, first baseman, did a great job, or a good attempt rather, in the last half inning as Tim Feliz hit a ground ball right to Miles Kelly, and Kelly jogged to first. He was unable. He was unable to reach first, and Feliz beat him out. And that actually became the team's 7th run. So defensive plays they do have some consequences if you do not follow through. I think he might have just misjudged the speed of Feliz and the want to get there. And Feliz would win that battle, but Miles Kelly now at the dish. Count 2-1 with 1 out. And Almonte at first. Hit on the sweet spot, but very foul. And again, as we did say, fans are here back in the stands of Bonomo Memorial Field. 7-7 ball game. Storms on the hill, Kelly at the dish. Upstairs. Count runs full. Storms the payoff. Popped up. That one will go behind us. With Storms pitching this season in 18 2/3 innings of work, Storms' first save came against this exact Pace team on the 13th when he pitched 2/3 of an inning, had a strikeout in only 12 pitches, and he was credited with that save in that 5-2 victory over Pace. See if he can continue that, but Miles Kelly works the walk and has some other ideas as Almonte is now in scoring position to put Pace ahead again. Playing a game of seesaw here where it just goes back and forth, back and forth. And Mitchell McCabe asking home plate umpire Rich Maggio where that ball was located. Outside, count 1-1. Runner goes from second to third, and he gets there without a throw from Ryan. So mark that as a stolen base for Almonte. Runners on the corners, 1 out. The DH, Mitchell McCabe. As we did say, It is the first of two here this afternoon. We're at about 2 hours and 25 minutes here in game one. Rovner started this one off. Then it was Luke in relief, which was very unexpected. We did expect Michael Storms to come in, but he did come in following the Luke relief appearance. We'll see if that affects the Game 2 starter situation. Here's the 2-2. That one is sent into center field. That one is hit well and caught on the warning track there by Cooper Johnson. And Almonte trots in as he tags from third, lands home, and Pace ahead 8-7 once again. Sacrifice fly into center field for Mitchell McCabe gives Pace an 8-7 lead. So with 2 out, that will bring up Andrew Prim. And again, we continuously say this game is going back and forth, back and forth. The 0-1. From Storms. That one is sent to center field once again. Johnson on the run. He grabs that one for the final out of the top of the 8th. So after 7.5 innings of work for Pace University, it is 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner being Mitchell McCabe, or rather Miles Kelly, left on first. Let's go to the bottom of the 8th, folks. It is Johnson, Cipri, Alifano, 8-9-1 due up when we return on any10now.tv. Pace has retaken the lead 8-7. Ippolito back on the hill when we return from Adelphi University. Eight, 9-1 Johnson, Cipri, Alifano for Adelphi as they trail again 8-7. And Thomas Ippolito, through 3 1/3 innings of work, he's allowed 4 earned and 6 hits, has only 1 strikeout, has allowed the home run from Tyler Becker, 3 doubles in 15, or rather 17 batters faced in 62 total pitches here in game number 1. First pitch of the bottom of the 8th goes high and outside, count 1-0. Cooper Johnson hits that one into foul ground. Treble again doing a phenomenal job defensively to track that baseball down. The speedster in left. Cooper Johnson 1 for 3 with a single into center. Swinging strikeout to start his day in the 3rd. And then in the 6th, a fly ball into right. The 2-1 from Ippolito. High pop-up. Garantano calling everybody off, claiming he's got it and does. One out. Johnson not happy with himself there as he's now batting .250 on the day, 1 for 4. And we are going to see a pinch hitter. And that will be senior infielder Brandon Warwick, who will be pinch hitting for Anthony Cipri. And with that being said now, with Cipri done for this game, that's a tough one. His 9-game hitting streak has officially come to a close after he went 0 for 3 on the afternoon in Game 1. We expect him to restart that trend or that streak in Game 2 of this afternoon's doubleheader. Brandon Warwick, .304 on base percentage, .148 batting average. That one is sent into left field. That falls in for a base hit. A nice pinch hit single for Brandon Warwick. Matt Alifano. 1 for 4. A double, a run scored. Right now in game number 2, Lemoyne leads Southern Connecticut State 4-0 in game 2. So again, Adelphi would need to win both if Lemoyne were to win game 2 to get in front of Lemoyne. Check swing, did not go. Count is 1-1. That one opposite field, base hit into right field. And that is actually Rendy who pinch ran for Brandon Warwick. He rounded second, got to third. And Matt Alifano with an opposite field single into right. Brings up one of the hottest players on this Adelphi team and in the entire NE10 conference in Tim Feliz. But head coach Hank Manning will be bringing in a different pitcher to face junior outfielder Tim Feliz. Graduate pitcher out of the Bronx, Archbishop Stepanak Frankie Giuliano, will be trotting to the hill as Hank Manning makes a call to the bullpen. Runners on the corners for Adelphi. Tim Feliz due up when we return from this call to the bullpen on NE10now.tv. Pace ahead by 1, but in striking distance is Adelphi when we return. Hank Manning makes a call to the bullpen and summons graduate pitcher out of the Bronx, Archbishop Stepanak Frankie Giuliano, he comes in with a 4.67 ERA on the season, 17 1/3 innings of work. The last time he pitched against Adelphi, he pitched 3 full innings of work, was credited with the loss, 3 strikeouts, 4 hits, 2 earned, and led up a home run in the first meeting against the 2. Tim Feliz fouled that one back. Rendy at third. Alfano at first. We did say Warwick did get that pinch hit single. Rendy came in as the pinch runner. Foul back into the netting. Tim Feliz 2 for 4. 2 singles. A run scored. As that pitch from Giuliano called strike. One and 2. Keeps the at-bat alive with a foul ball. Giuliano checks the runner at first. Alfano trots back. Nothing doing there. As we said, runner on the corner. And hits Tim Feliz. So now Feliz is at first on the hit by pitch. Alfano to second. And Rendy is at third with Kyle Olson in a big spot. With 1 out. Another big spot here. Down by 1 run, 8-7. Pace ahead here in the bottom of the 8th. Chopped to second, but that one was off of the foot of Olson, so that will be foul. Everyone trots back to their respective spots along the base path. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss from Olson on the changeup. With 1 out, bases loaded. The 0-2 from Giuliano. That one is sent into right field, will fall in for a base hit. Rendy comes in to score from third, and the ball game is tied. Kyle Olson with an RBI single into right, and Adelphi ties this game at 8. Bases loaded again for Jack Ryan. 2 for 4. A single, a double, a hit by a pitcher, run scored, and a fly ball into right. 1 out, bottom of the 8th. In the dirt. Olson at first. Feliz at second. Alfano at third. Ryan takes. Strike 1. Takes strike 2. Jack Ryan believes that it was a little inside, and home plate umpire Rich Maggio says no. but we do believe that that was off the plate. Do not question the officials, but the count is 1-2 with 1 out. Bases remain loaded. That one is sent into left field, will fall in for a base hit. Coming in to score is Matt Alifano, and another RBI single for Adelphi, and Jack Ryan. Adelphi regains the lead 9-8. Michael Draskin, his last time up, he hit a double into left, which was an RBI. So he's got it in him, 9-8. As we did say, the seesaw going back and forth for Adelphi and Pace in a crucial series. That one is sent into left field. That ball is going back, and that is gone! Michael Draskin with a grand slam! And Adelphi extends its lead by 4, 12-8. A 4-run lead, the biggest lead for either squad, or rather the biggest lead for Adelphi here this afternoon. As we know, earlier in the ball game, Pace was ahead by 5-0. And Adelphi has outscored Pace by a score of 12-3, dating back to the 4th inning. In 4 innings, Adelphi has worked Pace 12 runs. Jose Matos now up here, 1 for 4, or rather 0 for 3 with a plate appearance, or with 4 plate appearances. He did work a walk. That one is grounded down the left field line and foul. Lemoyne up 4-0 in the top of the 4th in game number 2. They did lose game 1, so right now, Adelphi is down by 1.5 games in their chase for the number 1 seed in the Southwest Division of the NE10 tournament. That one's fouled back. The 1-2 from Giuliano. Right now, the team OPS for Adelphi, 1.068. Unbelievable stuff. Matos takes ball 3. Count runs full at 3-2. As we know, the base path is empty, and it's actually 13-8. That was my fault there. Couldn't add that up right. And Matos down on strikes. 2 out. A 6 spot here in the 8th inning for Adelphi. It brings up Tyler Becker. If Cooper Johnson gets up in this half inning, Adelphi would have batted around. Tyler Becker swing and a miss. Count 0-2 with 2 out. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Tyler Becker. but the damage is done as Michael Draskin with a grand slam to open this game wide open and give Adelphi a 13-8 lead heading into the top of the ninth. Last licks for pace in game number 1. Let's not forget, folks, game number 2 will come your way roughly about 20 to 25, or between 20 and a half hour following the conclusion of game number 1. We'll be right back on the opposite side to see if Adelphi can close this one out here in game 1. Interim head coach Bill Ianciello makes a call to the bullpen for Adelphi and summons senior right-handed pitcher Kevin Glasser, who comes in sporting a 5.84 ERA on the season. His last contest was against American on May 2nd. And in that contest, he had pitched 2 1/3 innings of work, allowed 1 earned run, 2 strikeouts. He unfortunately did give up a home run, a hit by a pitch. Not a great afternoon, but was still credited with the win. And that's why his win-loss record is 1-1 on the season. 8-10-1 for pace, 13-13-2 for Adelphi, off of the bat of Michael Draskin. A grand slam, and was a no-doubter off of Frankie Giuliano.
Come on, let's go, kid. Come on, Glass.
And with the 7, 8, 9 hitters, Dean DePreta, Johnny Garantano, and Andrew Oakland up here, this is the last line of defense for the setters. Outside, but called strike.
Sir, may I have another? Come on, Glass. 2-1, baby. Let's go. 2 balls, 1 strike. Let's go. Come on, Glass. I didn't even flinch. Phone's good. It's all good. It's good. Come on. Let's go, Glass. Let's go, baby.
The 2-2. Foul ball. Dean DePreta on the afternoon, 1 for 3, 4 total plate appearances, a walk and a run scored. Ball in the dirt. Count runs full, 3-2. On deck, Johnny Garantano. Glasser on the hill. The payoff. Called strike 3. And Glasser gets DePreta looking. First out.
Just looking.
Johnny Garantano, the number 8 hitter. The count 1-1 on Glasser. Outside, count is 2-1 on Garantano. That one is hit over the head. Of the Adelphi first baseman and into right field. And it looks as if that we will see a pinch hitter. Nate Carminucci, junior catcher, be coming in as a pinch hitter. Count 0-1. Garantano at first. Carminucci at the plate. And that one goes just past Jack Ryan. And Garantano heads to second on the wild pitch. Count 2-1. Carminucci takes strike 2. Last time Carminucci played was against New Haven on the 2nd. He went 1 for 2 in a pinch hitting appearance. An RBI. Comes in with a .324 batting average. Count 2-2. Glasser. In the dirt. Count runs full. 3-2. Pitch is just outside.
Come on, Kev, let's go, baby. Come on, Kev.
The payoff. Fouled back. Carminucci keeps the at-bat alive. Oh, count runs full. Glasser steps off the rubber. He'll reset, as is Carminucci. The payoff from Glasser. Ball is ripped foul. Nate Carminucci doing a great job to keep the at-bat alive. Here's the payoff. In the dirt, Carminucci works a walk. And now runners on first and second with 1 out. That will bring up the center fielder, Matt Bass. This game is far from over. We will see a pinch runner being Luke Rivera, freshman outfielder from Lake Worth, Florida. So Matt Bass, his 6th plate appearance. He is 1 for 4. A double into center to lead the game off.
Yes, sir.
Count 0-1, swing and a miss on Bass.
It's a little bit chilly. Come on, Glass. Come on, kid. Let's go. Pound the zone.
Count 0-1.
0-2.
Bass fouls that one off.
Hey, I got 2. Who needs them?
Count 0-2.
Come on, Glass.
Glasser right now in the top of the 9th.
Way to get ahead here, kid. Pitch with the lead. Let's go. Come on. Come on.
He's working his first inning here
Good idea.
in relief of Michael Storms.
Good idea. Slightly elevated. I like it.
Count 1-2 up high.
Come on, Kev.
That one is sent over the head of Tyler Becker, will fall into left field for a base hit.
Oh, he held him.
And head coach Hank Manning, who is at third, held the runner, being Garantano at third. Oakland, or rather Rivera, will move to second base. And Bass will be in at first on a single into left. And the bases are loaded. Interim head coach Bill Ianciello comes out with 1 out. We will see a change
All right, Glass.
in the pitcher.
All right, Glass.
And it looks as if that we will be seeing sophomore right-handed pitcher Stephen Murphy make his way, or a left-handed pitcher, make his way into the ball game. We'll be right back on the opposite side of this break. It is 13-8 in favor of Adelphi. We'll be right back. Interim head coach Bill Ianciello makes a call to the bullpen as he summons left-handed pitcher Stephen Murphy. Comes in with a 9.82 ERA in 7 1/3 innings of work. He's allowed 10 runs, 8 of those earned, 10 strikeouts. And the last time against Pace, on the 13th, he came in and pitched a third of an inning, allowed 1 hit, 1 walk, in 14 total pitches in that game, but against American in his most recent outing, he pitched 1 1/3 innings of work in 24 pitches, 3 strikeouts, and a hit. That will bring up senior outfielder Luke Jacoby in a big pinch hitting spot with the bases loaded and 1 out. And 1 swing of the bat for Jacoby can narrow this lead to just 1. The 0-1. That one is hit into center field, will fall in just in front of Cooper Johnson. And coming in to score is Johnny Garantano, and this game is far from over. Pace narrows the lead, 13-9 for the Setters. Runners advance. Rivera to third. Bass to second. Jacoby with that RBI single into center. Now brings up Matt Almonte. Popped up into the bullpen of Adelphi. The 0-1 from Stephen Murphy. Breaking ball called strike 2. Bases loaded. And again, 1 swing of the bat would now tie this ball game. Called strike 3. It looked as if it was just off the plate. And Matt Almonte barks at the home plate umpire, Rich Maggio, for a big second out. As that brings up the first baseman, Miles Kelly, for Pace's last line of defense here in game number 1. Still, ladies and gentlemen, in game number 2 of Lemoyne and Southern Connecticut State. It is the bottom of the 5th inning. Lemoyne leads 4-0, but keep in mind they did lose game 1 6-3. That does have a lot of impact on this contest, and the result here has some major ramifications in the NE10 standings. Stephen Murphy loses the control on Kelly, walks in a run, and Rivera comes in to score the team's 10th run, and Adelphi hanging on to its 3-run lead, 13-10. Brings up the designated hitter in Mitchell McCabe. Ball's outside. Still 2 out. The lead is only 3 now. Ball's fouled back. Strike 1. As we did say, folks, we are over the 3-hour mark for game 1. But game number 2 will start roughly 20 to 25 minutes following the conclusion of this seesaw-type game. Upstairs, check swing. Did he go? He did not, says first base umpire Jeremy Binks. Count 2-1. Bases remain loaded. Nearly hit Mitchell McCabe. Stephen Murphy is very lucky there. But on the flip side, though, he is behind in the count 3-1 with 2 out. walks in another run as Mitchell McCabe goes to first. Matt Bass comes in to score, and the runners advance. And no sign of interim head coach Bill Ianciello just yet. We'll bring up Andrew Prim. 13-11 is the score. A little high for home plate umpire Rich Maggio. Count 1-0 on Prim. The 1-0. It looks as if that it did hit Andrew Prim, and the lead is now down to 1. 13-12 as Jacoby comes in to score. My goodness, what a turn of events. And the batter who started this top of the ninth is due up again, being Dean DePreta. To see what he could do, this game is crazy. 13-12 is the score. The team has scored 4 runs this top of the ninth. Foul back, count 0-2. Pace is now down to their final strike. Dean DePreta. We will leave you with the sounds of the crowd here, the 0-2. Outside. Count 1-2. (13-12). Up high. DePreta takes ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Here in the top of the ninth. No place to put DePreta. If he walks, it's a tie ball game. That one is popped up. And grabbing that baseball is Alex Rendy to conclude game number 1. What a crazy, crazy game where it went from 5-0 to 5-5 to 6-5 to 6-6, 7-6, 7-7, 8-7, 8-8, and then Michael Draskin with a 1-pitch, 1-hit grand slam into left field that opened the game up. And then in the top of the ninth, Adelphi gets into some pitching trouble and allows 4 runs in the ninth to put their game on life support. And they come up fantastic with a pop-up by Dean DePreta. Game number 2 will start in roughly about 20 to 25 minutes. 13-12 right now, Adelphi. Right now, 13-12 is their overall record. 11-7 in any 10 conference play right now. Because Lemoyne did lose game number 1, Adelphi is trailing the Lemoyne Dolphins in the standings by only a half game. We'll be back heading into game